Hello everyone, how are you today? So I'm so excited for this mini album because I actually got a request to make one. I haven't got a request to make one in a while. And I just love when people request things because it gives me a little bit more of a challenge rather than following the paper stack as is. And so before I talk about the album, of course, let's go ahead and talk about the paper pad. So you've seen me use this before, but it was on a little kind of like a little folio album. It only had a few pages. I didn't use that many from the collection, but it was still a beautiful album. It was actually one of my favorites. But I love the tone of this album because it's just so very dark tone, you know, very still very delicate, and you don't see many paper pads like this anymore because they're all like large bold prints, you know, kitty prints, which I love too, which is actually my more favorite. But watercolor is a print for me that I love working with just because of how artistic it is. And so you see a lot of these fun patterns. And there's still quite a bit to work with, but let's go ahead and get started talking about the album. So the album itself is 7.5 by 5, but the cover is 8.5 by 6, I believe. Yeah. And so anyways, it's a quite a large album, and I did do a lot of pop dots and stuff like this. So one of the special things about this album is one of my favorite co-workers that I used to work with requested this for me, for her and her boyfriend, and they've been together for a while now, and she wanted something that she could put her photos in that you know, the color scheme pertains to them and stuff. So she had requested you know, dark gray, blues, and a little bit accents of blues and dark greens in there. And so I tried my best to do what I do and this is what I came up with. So hopefully she loves it, and you know, I love giving it to her and stuff. And so for the cover, I went ahead and did a little collection of different types of flowers. There are you know, dollar store flowers. Here we have some CB Crafts flowers. We have a little fabric flower from Michael's, another little fabric flower, and then I have a wooden frame. And I never even thought to look in the wood section of the craft store, but they actually have lots of fun stuff. And you see I did make a little shaker in the background, so there's like a lot of little different things in there, and I'll actually do a close-up of it so you can kind of see. So you see I have some glitter, some sequins, a flower sequins, beads, and some other little fun stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this back in focus. Okay, and so with the spine, again, it is 2.5, but I ended up adding a bow with some tulle to it, and I added a little large charm that I had in my collection. I thought this fit perfectly with this album. And here's the back. It's that same beautiful watercolor paper that is in the cover, but it's more this one's more covered up. And so let's go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh, let's talk about this inside cover first. The tone of this whole thing is just amazing to me. I just love how dark and clean everything is. And so the first page, I wanted to kind of offset that darkness, and so what I did is I made a double pocket page with different patterns in here to kind of connect everything. And so this one is 4.5 by 4.5 photo mat, and here's a little picture of my nephews. There we go. So it'll give you still that nice border, and then I'll take that out so we can see. And then this is just kind of like a little card where she can either put photos or write journaling stuff about, you know, the relationship in there. And then here is a little card that was from the collection. It says make today an adventure, and the whole paper stack has gold foil on it, so there's going to be hints of gold foil in here. And then for this pull out, there we go. This will fit a 4x6 photo, or you know, you can trim down a 5x7 and still have a really good amount of photos in here. But anyways, so you can do it to the front and back. The back doesn't have pattern paper on it because I left an option for journaling for each photo. All right, so that's what the page looks like. And there is this little wooden decal that, again, I found in the wood section of the craft store. And so let's go ahead and get started with the next page. This one is amazing. It's just a large frame that'll fit a 4x6. So let me go ahead and slide this in. Maybe. I'm on the other side of the camera, so. But okay, so anyways, I did put some clear acrylic up over the top so it's see-through, and then I added some vellum vines right here with just a little collection of all these fun things. And then the title says "So Many Reasons to Be Happy," so there we go. And then for this one, here's another little fun sequin window with glitter, and it has what is it, tulle right over the heart. And so I added the word fun with some rhinestone swirls and some little leaves. And then when we open it up, we have another spot. So I tried to make it simple. Usually when people order things from me, I know they're not scrapbookers too, so they don't have all the tools that I have. But so I try to make them enough to fit as many 4x6 photos as I can. And so here's another spot for a 4x6 photo, and it just says "My Dear" up on top. And then this spot will fit like a little wallet photo right there, and you still get the beautiful pattern on the side. And then it just closes shut. And then again, here's another little surprise pocket, and again all the pockets are going to be the same size. And so I'll only pull out 3 because they're just 3 that are repeating patterns, but all the pages have pockets in them. Alright, so for this one, again, it's some wallet size photos here, or you can trim down a 4x6 to 3x3 and it'll fit a lot better, but you still get that really gorgeous border, and you can see that paper on the background. There we go. Perfect. And then I did leave the foam with the, I'm trying to figure it out, so it's not sticking, so you can slide the photos in here, and then once she puts the photos down, she can peel the backing off, and the sticker will stick onto the photo. Alright, and so for this one, I just attached this to the middle of the spine, and it says "Love You" with a little collection of flowers, really dark tone flowers there. And then you know, a spot for photos, more photos. I tried to put as many as I can in here. It's a 6-page album, but it definitely has room for tons of photos. So you can either use this for a photo mat or a journaling tag. And then here's another larger a larger photo mat. So there we go. You still get a lot of that cool pattern on the side. Alright. And then I did use some grunge board that I covered up with some embossing ink, and then used some black shiny embossing, you know, used my heat tool and stuff like that, and then just a little collection of random things, honestly, that I had around my desk. And then here is the last pattern pocket, and so the patterns are going to just be repeating again. So here we go. Alright, and so for this page, oops, it's supposed to be magnetized. There we go. The magnet must have came off. But anyways, it is magnetized. As you can see, I'm going to lift it up and it won't move. There we go. So when you take it off, here we go. It's just a blank spot for photos. And then it's just a little booklet that I made. So when we open it up, you get this little flap. And then I just embossed all of these in here. And you can, you know, add some, I don't know, ticket stubs to concerts you've been to, movies you've been to, little photos. But there's plenty of spots for photos there. And then the back is just blank. And then it just magnetizes back up on top. There we go. Sorry, out of frame. Alright, and so for this side, it's just a little collage that I did right here. You can easily fit a 4x6 photo. I left it open in the back. There we go. Perfect. Or you can put some wallet photos in here. They look great too. Here's a 4x4. Still get a lot of that beautiful pattern there. Alright, and so of course the pocket is right up by top. And then for this one, it's just a little spot you can add either extra photos or little, you know, stubs or something like that. But it's a little vellum pocket. There we go. Oh, don't want to lose this photo in there. Perfect. And then again, it's just a little collection of things. I have a little bit of vines, you know, vellum printouts, flowers, little title. And then for this one, it's really fun. So it's like a Z flap, so you can fit a photo here and here, and then on this side you can fit a photo here and here. So it'll fit 4 photos in this little spot. And then again, here's another pull out for a photo, and then here's a side pocket page, again like the one in the front, with a little card to either add photos or journaling to. There we go, I just left it blank. And then this one is another 4x6 photo mat. Perfect, there we go. And of course you can always add them to the back even though they don't have pattern paper. There we go. And then so that's what the pocket looks like. This one was probably one of my favorite pockets to do because I used my hexagon punch, and then I just kind of created some patterns back here to give it a little bit more dimension. And then for this one, again, it's just another little insert that I added. You could either do some journaling here, add a little photo here. Here's a little wallet size photo that looked cute there. And then the inside, I added some pattern paper. And to the back, I just added a little digital flower. And again, this is just a frame that will fit a 4x6 photo. If I can get it in. Sorry, I'm behind the camera. So it's a little bit difficult. There we go. Perfect. Alright. And so for the last page, their anniversary is May 5th, and she wanted me to do something special with that. So I saved it for the last page so I can make it like the biggest statement page here. And so I did May 5th with really sparkly letters, as you can see. And then I added some leaves down here with some roses and some flowers and a little bit of decoration down here, but it'll fit a 4x4 and it'll just look just like that. And so I thought it was such an awesome little tribute page to their relationship. And so of course they can put photos on the front and back of this book. And anyways, I hope they like it. And I mean, I loved working on it because it gave me such a fun little challenge to do. So let me know what you guys think, and we will see you on another video. Bye.